If they call in on a cell phone, we do not have their address. It comes in basically as an area that we can see where they're calling from, but we don't know exactly where they are. They need to know their address when they call us so that we can get help sent to the right location. If they don't know the address where they're at, they can give us cross streets and then directions to find how to find them. These are things we're going to pressure them for at the beginning of the call because we need to know where to send help to. If you call in from a landline, which people are starting to not carry a landline anymore because everyone has a cell phone, if you call in on a landline, we have your address, but we still need to verify it because sometimes that's incorrect as well. You're going to get a call taker and they'll answer the phone 911 emergency, and they'll wait for the caller to describe what is going on. They're going to ask for their address, which is the most important thing that we're going to get from them so that we can send help there in case the line gets disconnected. After that, they're going to run through a series of questions depending on the situation. So if it's a police-only call, they may run through questions for police. If it's a combined event for police and fire, they're going to run through questions for police and also some medical questions for the fire department. And then if it's strictly just the fire department, it'll be for medical questions or for fire-related type incidents. Some people are surprised that people misuse 911. It really is, those calls get fed to the call takers first. So if you call in 911, we're going to get that call prior to our non-emergency line. And if you don't have an emergency, then we have to stop you, give you the non-emergency number, and we disconnect, and you have to call the other line. We won't take the call on 911. Another thing with 911 is we don't transfer you to a non-emergency line. So if you called 911 and wanted to have the non-emergency number for the police department, we can only give you the number. It ties up a trunk for an emergency line for someone else to call in on. When the call takers are running through their questions, they are in a direct communication with a dispatcher, whether that's a police dispatcher or a fire dispatcher. So as they're asking the questions, they're documenting it onto a case that's already gone to a dispatcher who's sending help out, whether that's to the police officer or to the firemen that are responding. So when they ask those questions, it's important that the caller listens to the questions and answers them fully and directly so that we can get the call entered in and the units updated with that information as quickly as possible. When a citizen calls in and they're upset and they're yelling at us, if they're angry, a lot of times they think that help isn't responding, and we may tell them we already have help on the way, but it's wasting precious seconds. So if they could just remain focused, answer the questions, try to stay as calm as possible, and help will get to them quicker and faster.